seen in us? What difference have you seen in you? What difference have you seen in me? What difference have you seen in us? Go.
Timer started.
I'm your upline. I'm your upline. You have to listen. Go.
I'm your upline.
There you go.
Yeah, you are. Sorry, but
Okay, guys. So, sometimes, like Ale and Mari, Omar, perfect examples. We have worked together, but sometimes it doesn't mesh. Why? Because we're so far apart in our thinking or where we want to get to. The goals sometimes, even though we're a couple, the goals are different. The vision's different. And that's where the fighting comes in because he doesn't understand me, I don't understand him, and we fail to listen and to understand each other. And we're all, so coming into an environment that doesn't require, we go to therapy, not because we're doing that, but you know what, because we go to therapy. But being here, it's therapeutic as well. Why? Because we're getting from couples, we're receiving from other couples, our uplines, Flooring Christian. They're always willing to hear us when there's issues or, just process something for us. So being here, being able to work something, being able to work alongside with my husband, like I said earlier, but we now have the same goal. We have the same vision. We have had a calling for marriage, amongst ourselves to minister probably to marriages. And I was holding us back. I'm still probably holding us back at this point because I was afraid to speak. I'm afraid to speak in front of people. Obviously, being here, that's allowed me to break out of that shell as well. So being out of my comfort zone, being pushed to be out of my comfort zone is really developing things that I would help hold myself back on. And he's like a pro at, being out in front of the stage. He knows how to navigate a stage. He knows how to communicate to people. I was more on the reserve side. So my thing is, okay, we're working something together. I want to be aligned with my husband because I want our business to grow. I want to see our people do well before anything, our couples and our agents that are here, even everyone here at the office. And if I want to offer them something that brings them value, then I need to step it up. And if I see that my husband is doing something, instead of before it being like, oh my gosh, now it's like, okay, I need to figure out how do I go up to his level. Not necessarily all the way up because I don't want to have like that, I'm going to burn myself out trying to reach his capacity, but I'm willing to work to get there. I'm striving to be where he's going. Because if I keep holding myself back, then I hold both of us back, and that's not fair. So it's awesome to do business with him. It's awesome to be aligned with my husband. And honestly, I'm very proud of my husband, of all the things that he's done, all the things that he does, and that all the things that he's gonna do. But more than anything, he's been on a journey to recreate himself, and little by little he's doing it, and he gives so much, and he's so demanding of himself, but he gets there every single day. There's something new, and he has so much to offer everyone all the time. I've told people I'm so glad that we are in this office, this environment, because it really pours into him. It really gives to him, and it gives to both of us. And as my husband, as Juan, as the man, honestly, this is the best version, and I'm so glad to be a part of that.
Can we please turn off the lights and everybody leave the room? I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna end with this very, very, very shortly. It's been an honor to be able to work alongside my wife. I have been her partner. We have been together for 30 years. Okay. I never really wanted my wife to work a job per se. She's always supported me in everything I did. But in this, it's different. Why didn't I want her to work? Maybe I was a machista, I don't know. But I did know that I always wanted her to be next to my children, right? And thank God, she has been the backbone to our family. And when I was in my drugs, when I was in my alcohol, when I was in everything, that woman held up the family. When I couldn't pick up my family, she picked them up for me. And I will always recognize and say that. Working alongside her, I have been able to see her growth. We learned something from Matt and Sheila Sapala. Yeah, we've had a couple of fights here, and you guys are gonna have them too. And I'll tell you guys something that Sheena told me. She says, Juan, you can't correct her. It's not your job. You let another woman speak to her and give her that perspective so she understands it from another woman. Because if you do it, she's gonna take it like you're trying to control her, like you're trying to tell her what to do, and that's not what you want to do. So little by little,
change her. Sorry.
yes. So little by little, I started learning to do that. My wife has a little bit of a hard time to this day, but she's getting a lot better with punctuality, and she does, and the environment has made her better. Now there are times where I am tired, and she carries the weight. There's times where I get home at midnight, and she goes to sleep with the laptop on her legs, writing policies, submitting policies, right? It's awesome to be able to work with her and see her growth as a woman, see her being able here to speak, and it's an honor and a pleasure to try to be an example to you guys. There's times when we have fights, but those fights stay outside those doors. Why? Because we have to lead here, and we have to set a good example. So if we have the capacity and the discipline to do that here, then we can do it outside.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you're in a business setting and it teaches you that you have to continue to lead here, my man, with all due respect, your household setting is more important than this business setting. So if you can respect your wife in this business setting, you can definitely respect her in your household. You know what I mean? And they will both carry over from here, there, and from there, here. So I just wanted to do something different and speak in a different manner, so my wife could say what she wanted to say, to hear it from the Yamas, to hear it from everybody else. The mentorship you get, the leadership you get, and being surrounded by people, by couples that inspire you. It's awesome to work alongside with my wife.
Beautiful.
I've always known since I was 17 years old, I can remember the exact moment when I said I'm going to spend the rest of my life with her.
Nice.
Now, now we're going to be able to succeed together. We've always succeeded, but we're going to be able to succeed together hand in hand, where she knows her value. If I would have known about this company years ago, I'd have had a sugar mama a long time ago, because my wife is the one that does all the policies and everything. So baby, thank you for growing. Thank you for everything you do. Oh, they want to take a picture of us, because you know.
Yeah.
You guys.
Heartfelt words. Give it up.
So I want to say thank you. For those that haven't worked with their couples yet, okay? I have a couple of people that are having a little bit of a hard time with their husbands. It's something that Marcelino said. He said it in regards to scripts, but we also have to think, and we have to remember, people have their reservations. And because we understand this, doesn't mean they necessarily have to understand it. And we have to stop treating them like a transaction. You don't go over there and attack them, it's a great place. No, you know what? Bro, let's go get some grub. Let's go talk about that ridiculous game from last night where the Dodgers beat the Yankees. I can't believe it. let's go talk about other stuff. So that way you can build, like Marcelino said, some rapport. And that way, little by little, it eases. And that way he or she doesn't feel pushed or shoved in to an environment that they're not too comfortable with right now. And little by little, that'll take place. Know that the harder you push people, the more likely they're going to be to push back or be reluctant. Who's single here? Aren't these stories awesome?
Yes.
You guys got to go get married. You know? And you can't marry somebody else that's single here. Go recruit, your partner. So that's all we wanted to share. It's not necessarily a